Okay, let's get it started. So I'm going to be going through these CVs alphabetical order of your email address. So email addresses, so you look at your email addresses in alphabetical order, but I think, yeah, what I also found that it's going to be alphabetical order of the email address that you put in the form, actually, not the email address that you put on your CV. I've arranged the form that you submitted alphabetical order, but it's going to be email addresses that you put on the form that you submitted. So which I found that some people put different email addresses on the form. Okay. I might, yeah, so okay. It's alphabetical order. So I'm going to start with A first, actually. Like this particular person now, which I'm starting with, even in the email address that you sent, is a Gmail address, and it's starting with A. On your CV, you got email address starting with G. So, but I'm going to be using the one that you put on the form, actually, right? So, okay, hope that is clear. So, okay, so this particular person, your name starts with G anyway. So your telephone number ends with 706, 706. And your postcode ends with OFG, okay? That is this particular person. Okay. I kind of like the summary, to be honest. It's well laid out, actually. So, so the only thing I want to say in the profile summary, yeah, I don't know whether you need to put the technical accountant. I would just leave it on the summary. So just say enthusiastic, Scrum Master, then continue from there. So yeah, but that is, I don't know whether you need the accountant at the top of in there, but it might also work in your favor if there are some roles that requires accounting background, isn't it? So that also may also be okay. So then education, so that is fine. Okay, your responsibilities actually. So please don't put that in two columns. Okay, I think put it in one column. Okay, I think it's better that way. So another thing that you need to remove, you put job title, company, date from like a header in your experience. Remove that anyway. So you don't need to put that in there. So the next line you've already added the Scrum Master details. So I think this person, you are just leaving the title of that job experience in there. So I think you don't need to put that title like job title / company / date from to. You don't need that. What you just need to put is as this next line, Scrum Master, Blue Sky Citadel, then from that to this date, actually. So that's what you need to put in there. Then also, this is also important. So when you're putting date from and date to, right, you will put date from if right now, right, your end date is not there. So you just put to present. Do you get it now? So because you don't say, yeah, I'm going to be here until that particular date, which is still in future, right? So I would just say to present anyway, instead of saying to May 2023. But of course, let me point that out that we'll only give reference even up to 6 months on the program anyway. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, put that. But to be honest, this is a good CV in terms of content, actually. So if you remove what I said, change the responsibility to one column, not two columns. I should put them. You've added the project, technical skills, I think that it should be more than that actually, because you only put DevOps, Scrum, and Agile. I think, yeah, you're telling me that's the only thing you learned on this program, which I think is more than that actually. Even on the technical skill at the top, only 3 things. So I think there are more than that. So that's why in the exercise, I've asked you to put the technical skills that you've used on this platform. So hopefully you'll be able to add more. But in terms of content, I think it's fine. So, okay. And yeah, so in the next job after that, so I think you only put 4 roles or responsibilities there. So I think I would say that maybe you need to add more if you can add more to it. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks good to me actually. So for now, yeah. So yeah, the only thing, okay, the last row you put to date, and the second row that's called the Skanka one, you put to date, which is what I was expecting the first one. But I don't know how you're going to structure your CV, because yeah, it kind of overlaps. Maybe you just put the voluntary in the one at the top so that they know that, yeah, this is your main one, right? And you bring that one up. I don't know. Yeah, you might need to restructure the dates. Yeah, so that it doesn't look as if, yeah, you got to permanent job at the same time. So you need to look into that. Yeah. Okay. The next person, yours, yeah, your email starts with A, right? And your name also starts with A. Your postcode ends with 3AR, and your telephone number ends with 729. Okay. Telephone number ends with 729. Okay. Yeah, you still need a bit of work on this one, to be honest. So yeah, even in terms of the role, the responsibility that you added, served as. No, I don't think that is how you need to put your role, okay, or responsibility for, or responsible for. No, yeah, you just put what you did, okay. For instance, produce software test. Let's say created test strategy for the team, or design test automation using SpecFlow with Selenium, something like that. Not like responsible for or served as. No, I don't think, yeah, that it's good enough, to be honest. So, yeah. So what you are only putting there seems to be roles. Yeah, but you're talking about responsibilities. So I think this needs to, yeah, you need to do a bit of work on this one. So yeah. So the next person, your name starts with B, and your email starts with A, and your telephone number ends with 884, right? 884, and your postcode ends with 2EL. Yeah. Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, this also still needs a bit of work, to be honest. This needs a bit of work. So, like for instance, in your experience, yeah. So like I said, I think you need to go and watch my video. I said you should arrange this in terms of responsibility, and also put your project there, and as well put your skills there as well. So this is important. This is not actually followed what I ask you to do, to be honest. So yeah, you need to go and review that. Okay. So the next person, your CV. Okay, hold on. The next person, your email ends with a, yeah, your email starts with A actually. So, and your telephone number ends with 374. Your name starts with N, okay? You didn't put postcode on the CV. Yeah, to be honest, you still need a bit of work, actually. Even Citadel is capital C, you put in the worst case, actually. So you still need a bit of work, actually. And this person, I think I cannot know you, right? So you have people that can help you review the CV, send it to them, actually, right? To look into this. So one thing I can say is, yes, your profile summary, it needs a bit of work. I would say profile summary or personal statement should be like 2 paragraphs, right? So, and one thing I can only tell people as well, if you don't have, to be honest, I would say that you're silent on the number of years in your profile statement, because it's only people that, if you already have like 5 years experience or something, or 3 more, I would say maybe it's okay, but 3 is still, so when I do review people that's got more experience, I can say, okay, put this in your CV anyway, because it make you stand out. But not when you have few months or few years experience. I would say just be silent about it on your profile anyway. Okay, so yeah, I think you need to, your technical skills can also be expanded. Soft skills seems to be okay. So education is fine. Experience, in terms of experience, responsibility, I would say for each of the responsibility, everyone should have like 10 responsibility at least on their CV. So yeah, I like the fact that, yeah, you mentioned what Blue Sky is about. Yeah, the project, you mentioned that as well. But don't use capital letter for that, okay? Don't use capital letter. Use a lowercase. So another thing I need to mention is some of the product that you guys worked on. It's maybe they are used in a location, maybe in the UK or in Canada or anywhere. I don't think you need to put, okay, used in UK or something, because they could be used anywhere, to be honest. So I would say leave the fact that it's used in UK or Canada, or I don't think there's any product that we have in Nigeria anyway. So you can leave those details out and just remove the country, to be honest. So technical skills are okay, achievements is fine, but you wrote them in capital letter. So yeah. Achievement, I was able to submit a 20,000 project to the stakeholders. I really don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't think it's properly framed. Yeah. But yeah, so then after that, you got a lot of capital letter in there, which is not easy to read, to be honest. So yeah, I think you need to do a bit of work on the CV, and yeah. Okay. All right. Next person, your email starts with A, is a Yahoo email address, and your telephone number ends with 401. Right. And Okay. There's no postcode on your CV anyway, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Like I said during my reviews, I don't really support people with columns. Yeah, one column or two columns in their CV. Basically, when you divide your CV into two columns throughout, actually, I don't think that's good. But yours has got only one page, and so no, to be honest. So because if this is everything that I'm expecting you to put on your CV, then one page is okay. But there are a lot that you can put on your responsibilities, right, for your particular role, which is not there yet. The skills are not there, so the projects are not there. So even if you want to be economical with the page, at least I would say push it to 2 pages. But this doesn't follow what I told you guys anyway. Yeah. Okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 056 and your postcode is DA10, right? And also you've got your email address starting with A, actually. Okay. Okay. All right. So on this TV now, you mentioned your role as a school teacher, right? Which I think I kind of like how you put it as at the top, even though, yeah, I think it's fine. But when I scroll down to see, okay, where is that experience on this CV? I did not see it actually, maybe because you think it's not relevant. But if you are saying that it's relevant and you are putting it at the top, I think, yeah, it will be good to see at the bottom as well as some of the experiences that you've had. Yeah, so, okay. But looking at the one that you added, one, so the technical skills, yeah, only for things which I think is not actually, because when I asked you guys to put your technical skills, I saw different skills that people added. So even soft skills, you only put 4 soft skills. You need to kind of look inward, review those ones actually. So and also put those skills in one line spacing, right? Because I think that they are double space actually. So make sure you do that. So, and in terms of experience, right? So the rest, yeah. After you've written experience, right? You need to write in the title. You said the company as it is right now, which is fine, right? Then you need to describe the name of you need to describe the company, what it does. Right. So then after that, you write responsibilities, right? As in the text responsibility. Then that's, yeah, you've got a lot of responsibility there. So which I think is fine. So then after that, you wrote about the Apex tutor, which I think is fine. So you put achievements, but you didn't put anything. So if you don't have any achievement, I would say just remove it. Then maybe change the achievements to technical skills for that particular role. Well, I think it looks okay, it looks good, but there's still a bit of work to be done on that one. So another thing that you could also look into is the font for the subheadings. For instance, the experience has got that green color, which I think is good, and I like that. So maybe you can change the projects to that particular font as well. And if you want to add achievements, you put that in the same format. And same thing with the technical skills as well. Okay. So the next person, your email starts with Y. Yeah, your email starts with Y. And your telephone number ends with 907, 907. That's your telephone number, 907. Your postcode has got SE8. You're in SE8 anyway. So, okay. Okay. All right. Your summary looks okay a bit, to be honest. That's fine. So I can see some buzzwords, some tools in there, so which I think is fine. But if you can please just don't put it in bold, okay? Just make it plain text. That will be fine. So technical skills, brilliant. I can see a lot of things that you put in there, which is good. So, but let's see if you can make it into 2 columns instead of 4, right? Yeah. Maybe you're looking, maybe it's too much actually. So technical skills and soft skills actually. Try to see if you can make them into two columns. If not, maybe 3, so ish actually. So, but yeah, I think it's really nice, to be honest. So yeah, this is good. So okay, so going to the experience, okay.
Please, sorry, we can't hear you.
Because I was not saying anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but to be honest, this series is good actually. So I was trying to see uh what do I need to improve, because it's really good actually. So yeah, so but this is fine. This is good actually. Yeah. Yeah, this is brilliant. So the only thing that I've not done, I've not reviewed the other. I've reviewed the one that you've got BA on, right? The rest, I think, yeah, you can do that yourself anyway. So, but it looks okay, to be honest. So the only thing I can say you should do is change the professional summary. Don't make it bold, right? Try to see if you can um, convert the technical skills into 2 or 3 columns, right? So I think probably you can still do 3 columns in there anyway. 4 to me, I think is fine. 2 is what I would prefer anyway, if you can. Yeah. So, but yeah, well done on this one. This is good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 minute. So I think he submitted 2 CVs, so okay, all right. So I think you know what I'm talking about. There's one that has got 2 columns of technical skills. I don't think it looks okay. So maybe you can put them in 3. That might, yeah. You want to put, yeah, I think this one, let me see which one comes first, actually, if I can. Yeah, but anyway, so you got 2 CVs that you submitted for review. The second one has got the professional summary, not bold, which I think is good. Like, that's what I want. But the other one, it's got the technical skills in 2 columns, right? So, but because they are short words, I think try to see if 3 columns will bring them, yeah, to only 1 page of your profile page, because your profile page now, because the soft key is now one column, right? Try to put the soft key also on maybe 2 or 3 and see if you are able to compress the profile page or your front page into 1 page. Aside from that, I think it looks okay. And one thing I also like in your CV is the responsibility, how you are able to add all the tools within your responsibility, and also some of the terminologies as well, how you are able to use them. So, which I think is really good. Well done. So the next person, your email starts with A. Okay, your email starts with A, and your telephone number ends with 742. And yes, so your name starts with L. Okay. All right. No, this is not. This is really not, actually. So, and to be honest, I think this person would have a very good CV if you put effort into it, actually, because you got some good roles in there, actually, but you need to sit down and do a CV. And that's will be my feedback to you. And with the education that you have and with the experience you put in there, sit down, go back to the video I did 2 weeks ago and how to do your CV and put those information in there, right? And I know that you can do it, right? Yeah. So you need to sit down and do a proper one, right? So that's what I can say. So yeah, take some time and do it. Okay, the next person, your email ends with, yeah, it's you actually start with A, actually it's a Gmail email address. Your email starts with A, your telephone number ends with 616, and your postcode ends with 9FA. 9FA. Okay, what I can say, First, on your skills, right? I think you've kind of started actually at the bottom of that skills, technical skills. Try to, I think there are a lot in there, which I think is okay. It shows that you've got a lot of things that you want to put in there. So what I can tell you is that put them in 3 columns as you have started at the bottom. So yeah, with that, I want you to ensure that your profile page, your first page of would be only 1 page actually. So your experience should start from second page. Experience should start from second page actually. So yeah. So try to do what you can do. And I think the soft skill, the one that you said, collaborative, blah blah. I don't know whether you need to put them in words like that. So, but try as much as possible to see if you can put them in one page anyway. So I would say that just put the technical skills in 3 columns, then put your soft skills as well in maybe 2 columns as well. So with that, maybe you might have some spaces for those other parts that you want to put in there. But of course, you could put those one without having to explain what they are in, as part of your soft skill anyway, like a bullet point. So that might also help you. So so going to your experience, So one thing I can say, experience of acting as a, do you get it now? I would remove the experience of, do you get? I would say acting as a blah, 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 do you get it now? Or then the same thing as experience of, instead of saying experience, you will say assessing, reviewing, documenting, something like that, without having to put experience of in there. So if you remove all those experience in, so I think, just use the power word developing and contributing, blah, like that, without having to say experience of, So, but one thing I know with what I can see that you've written, you can see expand this experience. You've only added, let's say 8. For someone like you, I don't know who you are, to be honest, but I just believe that you can, with the level of what you've added, I think you can add like maybe 14 or 15 as responsibility. So, but having said that, so you've put, and where you have the experience, you put the roles, you put the company, you put the date. Then after that, I want to have, maybe describe the company. It's not mandatory. If you don't want to, that's fine. So, but then you put responsibility. So that also in itself, maybe not mandatory. So, but one thing that I would strongly advise you to do is to put your projects, because most people will be looking for a project that you've done, and you put your technical skills as well on that particular project. So if you can add it to each of the roles that you added on your CV, that will really be good. But I think this CV is good. Just add those bits that I've kind of advised, but it's good. Well done. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. There's another one here, another CV. Okay, which I think looks better a bit, right? So this one is better. So I don't know what version. So that's another thing. This one is a bit better. It's from the same person actually. Your telephone number ends with 616. So now you put the technical skills in 3 columns, which I think makes a lot of sense. So, but however, your soft skills are still on the next page actually. So I think you can look at those soft skills, technical skills, and see, is there anything that you want to remove? If you can, there's a space before the soft skills. You can remove that space. No, before you say skills and ability, between education and the skills, I think there's one space. There's also a space between the technical skills and financial modeling, so you can remove. With that, you gain two spaces. Your technical skills, I think you can put them in bullet points without having to explain it. So with that, I think you might be able to squeeze in your soft skills into first page, actually. So yeah, once you do that, then yeah, put your experience, as I've said, your projects and technical skill for each of the roles. I think that would really, really make a lot of difference. Okay. Okay. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 277, 277, emails starting with A is a Yahoo email anyway. So you just put Kent on on the address anyway. There's another thing. But one thing I can say is I think it would be good to put the area of Kent, to be honest. So even if you don't want to put the full postcode, but I don't mind, to be honest. I would say that yeah, put the postcode. Nobody is going to knock on your door, or to be honest. So, and it's not only you that live in that postcode. So, but it will really make a lot of sense, even in time of recruiter looking for how to locate the place that you live compared to the work. Yes, I think it will be good. Yeah. So, okay. So in terms of your professional summary, so I would say it's a starting point. What you put in there is good, right? You only 3 lines, but I'm expecting more, unfortunately. So I would say that put another 3 lines or 4 lines, make it into 2 paragraphs, actually. Yeah. So that's one thing I can say. So, and okay, in terms of experience, like I said, right? Yeah, how you put your experience is okay. Because you put your role and you put the date and you put the name of the company. And one thing I can say, one, like I normally advise you guys to describe the company if you can. But in your own CV, even if you are not going to describe the company, that's fine. So you can, yeah, responsibility. I want to see that. And another thing, your responsibility should be you can put it in bullet points so that it stands out, actually. So another thing is to add more of those responsibilities, to be honest, because the next role that you have is not related to the one at the top, right? So I would say that, yeah, please add more responsibility, maybe 15, right? Which I know that you can get 15 responsibilities for that particular role. So yeah, so that's what I can say. So then put your project as well, project that you worked on, and also put the technical skills as well. So there's no technical skill unless you put it at the bottom. Okay, I think there's some parts at the bottom, but I would say that you should bring those ones at the top. For risk and score qualifications, those are not qualifications, to be honest. They are like technical skills anyway. So you need to move them and call them technical skill, bring them to the top. So education also, you can also bring them to the top as well. So yeah, so I think yeah. So I would say the certifications, the education, the core qualification, which you should change to technical skills, you should bring them to the top as well, to be honest. So then with that, you have lots of things in your first page, and your experience will start on the next page anyway. So that's what I would propose to you. Okay, the next person, your email starts with A, yeah, and your telephone number ends with 692, 692, and you just put UK resident. There's no CV. There's no location on your CV anyway. So okay. Another thing, you put three. What's it called? 3 names on your CV. I don't think you need 3 names. I would say 2 is okay. You can leave the middle name, to be honest. So yeah, if your first name and your last name should be fine. So that's okay. Okay, so I think I would ask you to bring the academic qualification that you put at the bottom, put them in the first page, actually. So if you put them in the first page, I think then you can start your work experience on the second page, as I would say. But if it's not, then it's okay to start it immediately anyway. So, okay. So Blue Sky, Scrum Master, internship. I don't think you need to put internship, to be honest. Just remove the internship anyway. So then after that, responsibilities. So, and I said you should add the project and also you should add your technical skills. But it seems your responsibility should be fine-ish, to be honest. So, okay. So yeah, if you can add the project that you worked on and also the skills you gained or you used in that particular role, that would be fine. So then one thing, your next role, you put a name of a bank and you put the location. I would say remove the location, to be honest. So yeah. So, and the role, okay. And I think this is one thing that someone already mentioned in the support call that we normally have on Thursdays. So I think the person has got she might have got the same. So this is actually one of your mentors. She might have got the same experience like yours before she applied for a Scrum Master role. So, but one thing that you want to play in your role is, let me see, is this Scrum Master role? So that, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Scrum Master. Yeah. So yeah. So because in your role, there'll be some things that a Scrum Master does that you've done in your previous role as well. Right. So for instance, I think this person also mentioned the fact that even though it's not called daily stand-up, they do daily catch-up every time as well. Right. So which is another thing. So they also have sprints. You might not call sprints. I think they may have things like weekly updates or weekly workflow or 2 weeks workflow, something like that. So what's your cadence anyway? You can put in there. So, well, yeah, if there's anything that you think is related, you can still leave what you put in there, but bring those one as well out, those things that you think, yeah, this is my role, my previous role, these are the things that are related to Scrum Master in my previous role. So you want to bring them out as well. Okay. I think, yeah. So, and another thing in your role, right? I would say that remove all the locations in your roles, okay? So you don't need them anyway. So I would say. One thing I want to address, I was talking to someone yesterday, and the person was telling me that yeah, I don't have UK experience. And I say, to be honest, in this time, that is a fallacy. There's nothing like a UK experience. It's only in our head in those days, to be honest, in our head. So some people will not apply for a job because the experience they have was in Nigeria. They don't have UK experience. Please, let's leave those era, right? So this person is very experienced. I know this person as well. To be honest, I think we might even have the same profile actually. But the only thing that this person was talking about, all my experiences are in Nigeria. All my experiences in Nigeria. No, right. It's only you that you think is not relevant. It's really, really, really relevant. And when you do your CV, you just mention the name of the company in Nigeria, but you don't put Nigeria. Let them ask you where this company is. Let's say, for instance, I work with Chartered Bank in Nigeria, and I put Chartered Bank, and I put, maybe I do development, I put my roles there, right? So they will ask me if they want to ask, where's Chartered Bank? Some of them will not even ask, because what in the UK, what they are looking at is your responsibility. What have you done before? If what you have done is similar to what they are looking for, then you are fine. I just need to put that one out there anyway for anyone that think, yeah, my previous experience doesn't matter because it's not in the UK, and you think you haven't got a UK experience. Yeah, please think twice. Okay, moving on. This particular person, right? The next person, your telephone number ends with 490. You live in Sheffield, and I think that's the only thing that can. Yeah, your email address start with B. Now, okay, and now I'm on the B now. I've left those ones that are A. So I'm on B. Email addresses starting with B. Okay, email addresses starting with B. So whether it's your email on your CV or email on the form that you sent, right? You fill the form, you put your email. So these email addresses are starting with B. So hopefully when I move to the next one, you will know. So, okay, so this email starting with B, and it's got a dot at the end. Yeah, B dot blah, blah. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. I don't mind what you put in your objective. To be honest, it seems okay-ish, to be honest. I think it seems fine anyway. So, okay. So, and you follow that with your education, which I think is fine. And then followed up with certifications, which I think is also good. Then your technical skills, I think that can be improved. You got a space at the top, and I think you can also move that into. You can move that into 2 columns properly. But in your technical skill, you've got Java and C#. I really don't know, to be honest. So, but maybe it's okay, maybe it's not. So because you are looking for a bigger role, if you got that experience, I think it's fine, because some people might move to a BA role from a technical background. Some people, yeah, I know there's roles that they're looking for people like that as well. So I just cut them out, not like it's bad, but it's something that you need to prepare for, because they might ask you, have you done any Java before? And it might also be as simple as saying yes or no, to be honest, because they might not ask. They just want to know that if you got the experience, actually. So yeah, soft skill as well. That when you started the soft skill, you just a dot at the top without anything. So remove that. And if you can put that also in 2 columns, that will be fine. Then, okay, we move to the experience now. Experience. So if you can, yeah, I think you need to add more, to be honest, in this experience. That, yeah, only a few that are kind of meaty, that are so punchy, to be honest. So if you can add more, and yeah, I like for instance, creating blah, 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 using tools like Balsamiq, yeah, which I think something like that is what you are looking for. communicating and collaborating, with blah, blah, blah. So that's, but I think you can add more, okay? Then you added your project, which is fine, so it's okay. So technical skill, so I think that one you can put them in one line. Technical skills at this point, you can put them Jira, DevOps, Basami, Visio, blah, blah, or something like so that they are on one line. So and your achievements, that is good. Okay, that looks good to me, to be honest. So So then, I think the next you can look into that based on the feedback I've given for the first one, to be honest. So okay. All right. Now I think from your last one, right? So for instance, now you said administrator. What I was looking at in that, you said, oh, achievement, created online presence website for the school to improve, right? So to be honest, I would kind of put that instead of saying just administrator, you kind of technically give work as a developer at that instance. Do you get it now? So I would play that out there. Do you get it now? Maybe that now explains why you added the Java and C# at the top, which I think it now make a lot of sense. Do you get it now? Because it seems you would be a technical BA, so to say, if you got this level of experience. Okay. And to be honest, another question for you, maybe you need to look at as well, why BA, right? That's a question for someone with your level of technicality, which I think you might have. Why not QA? So think about that. Maybe because to be honest, you might do well in that area if you can write the code and already have this technical experience, to be honest. Okay. So having said that as well, so okay, think about it anyway. But your other role, center operation, is very close to a BA role anyway. So, but you need to look at another thing that people you need to play around the title of your role to suit what you're looking for. To be honest, I was even talking to a recruiter a few days ago, and the person was telling me that I'm not interested in the title of your role, blah blah blah. So because I was asking actually, but it was because I'm interested in the role I go for now. So what's the title? If it doesn't make sense, that's it. But I think it was telling me, Deji, but that's fine. So okay, all right. The next person, your the email on your CV starts with J, actually. The email on your CV starts with J, and your postcode is 3FF. 3FF. And your telephone number ends with 1021. 1021. Okay. Uh, to be honest, I don't know whether you need to talk about your background in care and everything in your profile page or profile or personal profile. I don't think that one thing that you need to know, right? At everything that you add on your CV, you need to be asking questions. Would this give me the job or not? Right? Would background in caregiving give you the job? Maybe yes, if that particular role is related to care, right? But if not, then you can just kind of be silent about it. Yeah. So that's one thing I can say. You don't need to put that in there, right? So you just leave it completely. So I think you need to look into this and ask those questions that is this one going to get me the job or not make me to get the job? If you have a doubt, just remove it, right? So, okay. And you need to look into the format of that education as well. So it's I think the formatting is all over the place. So yeah, even the formatting of your CV is still not, yeah. So your profile, personal profile, and your responsibility, the format, then yeah. So it's not anyway. So okay. All right. But I think you need to look into that. Yeah. Okay, so your responsibility, I think you need to look at power words, right? This applies to everybody. So, like something like ability to collaborating with, conducting. I think those are not power words. Sometimes we the words that follow that might also be power words, but we use these abilities to wrap them off together. For instance, yeah, documenting processes, right? That is power because documenting is action word, right? Work as a team in collaborative way. That's yeah. So basically, is you are not starting your word with yeah. I don't know how to explain this. We are starting with a verb that has got action in them. It is very, very important. So yeah, facilitating communication, that also one, providing guidance, yeah, that is power word is yeah. So transfer knowledge to developer, not ability to transfer. Do you get it now? So ability to create, no, create prototype. You get it now. So you need to use those power words, not maybe transit what's it called? Uh, those words that are kind of like this particular one, ability to I don't think it makes sense anyway. So maybe remove those one, able to facilitate training meeting. That makes sense. So yeah. So that's what I can say. Yeah. If the same thing applies to responsible for, yeah. So that one you can remove it. Training and mentoring. That's where not say responsible for mentoring or training. So just say training and mentoring, blah blah blah. So yeah. So those are the things that you need to use. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next person. Okay. Next person that I'm going to review the CV. Email start with B as yeah, and your CV, no, your postcode ends with AXG, and your telephone number ends with 111. Okay. So I think this looks okay. This looks good actually, even from what I can see now. this looks good actually. So, but I don't know whether you need, because he said over 3 years experience of IT leadership. Okay. I would say just leave the number of years for now, because yeah. So to be honest, just leave the number of years like that. So remove it. Actually, that's what I mean anyway. So not like So one thing I can say, you've started very well actually. So if you on your responsibilities, roles and responsibilities, add more responsibilities. Okay, at least maybe three in each of the field. Add three more. Right. Then you've added your projects. Add the skills as well. Okay. So another thing that I really want to say as well, normally I know some people will prefer to put the core skills and education at the bottom, right? But that's okay if that's what you want. But I would say that you should bring it to the top anyway. But it's fine. Okay. I think that is fine. Okay, you submitted two CVs, so but I can say the one that I would prefer, right, is the one that you've got the technical skills and the soft skill in one of them actually, so which I think make a lot of sense. And you now have education and qualification in there as well. So I think that is the one that I think make a lot of sense anyway. Well, if you can bring it to the top, that will be fine. But still add more roles and responsibilities. Okay, the next person, your email starts with B, and your telephone number ends with 0034, and your name starts with B. Okay, your professional summary looks good as okay. Professional competence. Okay. Okay. I really don't know whether you need those professional competence like that, with all those things, because they will form part of your responsibility. But I've seen some CVs like that, even at work, that I have to review for interviews. So I would say maybe leave it and see how it goes anyway. So, but if you're not getting interviews based on this CV, I would say maybe remove it, to be honest. So, okay. So, and bring the educational qualifications as well as personal development to the top if you can. So then, except from that, when we move to professional experience, right? Okay, I think that is good. So what you can do, I think add more. Okay. All right, I get what you do now, actually, which I think it's fine, to be honest. So which it makes sense anyway. So I can, yeah, maybe you can pass and see what you've done. So, but I think this is good anyway. So this looks good. I think you can start sending them out like that. Yeah. But if not, please, if after 2 weeks of sending it and you get a feedback and it was like every time there's no interview, so please maybe look at the CV again, restructure it based on what I have told you guys. But before I moved away from you, right, the one with nationwide bank one, right, the project, yeah, I think you put like 3 lines in bold, right? It's only the project that you need to put in bold, the data, blah, blah, blah. So then you can leave those ones as a bullet point to actually describe what the project is about anyway. So if that's okay. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 657, and your email starts with B, and your name starts with M, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So the professional competence looks okay, to be honest, but the experience, I don't know, right? Okay, you put the title there, but the next line is not that pronounced, right? In terms of the date, the company, and also, yeah. So you need to look into that anyway. So that it kind of make a lot of sense. And so when you say blah, 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 recruitment, contract, and I think you can remove the recruitment, just put those acronyms there anyway. So yeah, if that makes sense. So provided we found that. So in terms of your, I think you need to put responsibility there. Excuse me, but the responsibilities looks okay. Actually, the responsibility one for that particular section, I think they look okay. So, okay. I think the CV looks okay. My fear, right? I don't know whether this is a UK CV or not. My fear is that you've kind of shortchanged yourself, right? You've kind of compressed it into, yeah, simple format. Maybe it's easy for people to read, which I think it might be okay as well, to be honest. So, but one thing that I want you to look into is the tools that you worked on. To use the tools that you used. Most of them are not here unless except from the fact that you mentioned a few of them, your responsibilities. So look into those areas anyway. But yeah, you can give this CV a try as well. So see, yeah. Okay. All right. So the next person, okay, you just put your postcode as XXXX and your telephone number as XXXXXX as well. So, but your email address starts with B, all right? Yeah. So your email address starts with B and it's got dot in between. You got then after the dot, it's got K as well. Okay. And it's a yahoo.co.uk email address. Okay. Okay. You need to look into first thing first. Yeah, you need to look into the bullet points, right? That is not bullet points that you put in there for your soft skills and technical skills. But in terms of content in there, they are cool. Actually, they're really, really nice. Actually, you kind of taking your time to be able to put those in there. So, which I think is good. So, but your experience should start in next line. But you've got 2002 to date. So it's not 2002. I think you need to put the month as well. Yeah, you need to put the month as well. That's fine. Yeah, another thing that I want to mention in your profile, right? You said I have opportunity to work on project called Long Reach Way. I wouldn't put the name of project on profile page because profile page is just a general description about yourself. So, and what if you work on more than one project or 5? Do you want to list them there? So, yeah. So I would kind of look into that, if you remove that anyway. Okay, so in terms of your responsibility of a Scrum Master, I think they're good, except the fact that there's some of them has got two words. Resolving conflicts. What is a capacity plan? Well, can you explain a bit? Okay, what is it? Are you eating it or are you planning it? Are you organizing it? What's your role in those? Yeah. In resolving conflict, what did you do? What is your responsibility in those areas? So you want to kind of expatiate on those ones if you can anyway. So for me, I don't fancy two words as your responsibility. So, okay. I think that should be it, to be honest. So, like as I think I've mentioned the fact that now, to be honest, I'm not going to be talking about the fact that people are not putting projects, you're not putting projects, you're not putting what's it called? Technical skills on your CV. This is very, very important. So yeah, I will going forward, I'll just say, yeah, this is not there. I will not mention any other thing again that okay, you should add it, but you know that it's not there. So you should go and add it. So the next person is your postcode ends with 3FR, 3FR. Your telephone number ends with 5922, and your email address starts with B. Okay. Okay. The profile summary looks good. Core competence, the law in there, well done. That's good. I think, but one thing that I want you to do is to remove the space between the profile page and the core competence. I think the gap is too much. The same way the core competence and the agile methodology. So there are a lot of space in there. Remove the space as well. So in terms of the tools and also the competence that you put in there, I think that they're cool, they're nice anyway. So, and I would say that okay. Okay. All right. So same thing. This is okay. All right. I'll pass on that. So initially I wanted to say that he hasn't got the project, but I think maybe that's the reason that you put it at the top, then you put the technical skills at the bottom. That's fine. So responsibility looks okay as well. So and your role, yeah, I think it's good. So your role, previous role, one thing that you need to look at, right, is the date of those two roles. You need to answer questions why they overlap. Okay, so you need to look into that. Then the second thing that you need to look into, which I think will be good actually, is your role that starts from September 2020 to present. So because it's a technical role as well, so you want to play that very well, right? To bring out those things that are kind of related to a Scrum Master as well, because I know there will be anyway. So in terms of how you play those roles within the establishment, if you want to put that in. So I think there will be some skills that you've kind of done in that role that are similar to what a Scrum Master would do. But aside from that, I think it looks okay. So initially, to be honest, I think it doesn't matter. So you look at those roles and put the one that you think are relevant to Scrum Master. You can put them at the top, to be honest, of the roles. Yeah. So that instantly they know, okay, I am this, blah, blah. And yeah. So you can even, for instance, head of department, you can remove head of department. You can say head of design and technology. Do you get it now? Which I think is good, actually. Head of design and technology. And to be honest, another thing, I like the font of the establishment. It's not that obvious, right? So, which I think is okay. So before they know, they think it's an IT company and you are in anyway. So yeah. So well done. Okay. I think you submitted two CVs. Let me see the difference. Okay. One is a bit bold, is bolder than the other one. So yeah, there's not much difference anyway, but I like the one that is a bit bolder anyway. So, and I think it's a bit aligned. This particular one, let's go activities at the bottom. I think, yeah, they're all similar. Just one is just a bit bold. Okay. So the next person, yeah, your telephone number ends with 6546, and your email starts with B, and your postcode ends with 7LL, 7LL. Okay. Okay. All right. I think your profile summary is a starting point. Yeah, I believe that you can do more than that anyway. So try to look for another one, right? That is a paragraph. Look for another paragraph, right? Write one more paragraph on your profile summary, right? So then the technical skills, I think as a BA, you have more than that, even in soft skills and technical skills, actually. So add more to that one as well. I know you can do that as well. So yeah, so it follows by the education, which is fine. Yeah. So there's something I wanted to say. Yeah. So yeah, in your profile page as well. So you go to fonts inside that profile summary. Yeah, your profile summary, go to fonts, and after the service skill, you said dot. That's a full stop just on that dot anyway. Yeah. And you say I have exceptional planning implement, and exceptional should be in the lower case, and the E should be in lower case anyway as well. So please look into that. Okay, that's fine. So then also in the BA role, all right, so you put the responsibility, that's fine. So, but I think you can add more as well, to be honest. You can add more. I like the first one. Yeah, like I said, please remove responsibility, right? Responsible for, right? Just a gathering requirement from, yeah, not respond. I don't think that is use power words, right? Power was like, yeah, gathering. Yeah, I think that's one. Effectively manage stake. That's one. Yeah. So yeah. So, but try to add more anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, on this one as well, you omitted the when you have the BA, right? You omitted the projects and the technical skills for that particular role. So okay, if you can add those ones as well, so that would be good, to be honest. Yeah. So the next person, your CV. Okay, the next person, your email starts with B, your telephone number ends with 0699, and your postcode ends with 5HP. 5HP telephone number ends with 0699. So for this one, right, I would say that the BA experience, the Scrum Master experience is the one that you want to put at the top, to be honest. So rather than the one that you put at the top now, because that's what people want to see first. So I think you need to put that one at the top, right? So yeah, if that is okay. So Blue Sky Citadel, you don't need to put the location, to be honest. So think you can remove the location that you added. So, but like I said, this one also you need to put bullet points on the responsibilities if you can, then add the project as well and add the skill set as well. So yeah. Okay. All right. So I think, yeah, apologies. I might have to stop here. I've got another class later. So I think I'm able to do 27. So what's going to happen? I'll speak to the admin, actually, if we can do Saturday. No, not Saturday, I don't think so. Because, yeah, Saturday we'll have to do the, yeah, okay. So we will have to do this next week. So, yeah, next week again, next week, Monday. So, yeah, so this is where I will stop. So I'll start with people we see next time anyway. So, yeah. Okay. But I think what I can say is like some of the PO, you can see that is there everywhere in most of the CV. Please ensure that you kind of, yeah, update your CV based on that anyway. So, yeah. Okay. And so, okay, the admin, I think we're going to have individual presentation for this sprint as well. So it's going to be Saturday and Sunday as well for everybody. So you need to prepare Saturday and Sunday, and admin will send you the details when you're going to have your own, whether it's Saturday and Sunday. So we start from 8 p.m. on both time, 8 p.m. on both, 8 p.m. on Saturday and 8 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, any question, Ed, please?
Yeah, thank you, Deji. One of the CVs that you reviewed, you said the person should remove number of years on the profile. I just wanted to ask why you say the person should remove the number of years.
Yeah, because that there are two there. I think one of them actually put 10 years, which I think is fine, right? Because another way that I saw someone actually masking this, which I think is really brilliant, he said, I've got 10 years experience in IT, right? which is totally true. But this person has got only, but in terms of the Scrum Masters or BA, whatever he put, only a few years or something like that. He kind of put the whole year that is got in at the point. So because that's what someone would look at. This person for 10 years. Oh, it's a BA for 10 years. And they wouldn't even look at that and say, let me put this person forward. But the person that says you remove the number of years, I think the person put maybe 6 months or 3 months experience actually, right, on that place. So because of that, I thought, would you want to put that? It's okay to put for you to put 6 months experience on your CV, right? When you say I start from here and I do it, but you don't want to put it like in bold on your profile page. Let them calculate it by themselves. Do you get it now? Not you saying calculating it for them and say I've got 6 months. Do you get? But if it's something that is something that you want to flash out, if it's now more than maybe 5 years or thereabout, this is my opinion anyway. I might be wrong. So and you can't put that out there and say, yeah, I've got that. But at every particular time, you want to look at the fact that what you put in there, is it going to give you the job or not? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Stan, quickly, and Emmanuel, I'll call you, then that'll be it.
Hi, Deji. A quick one with respect to the presentation on Saturday, individual. Is it the same format we did the
Yes.
last time? We collate and then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Emmanuel.
Good evening. Yeah, thank you for the delivery. That's so fantastic. I just have two questions. One is for me personally, I've been using softwares for years for my own architectural projects. Can I still add it as years of experience in IT? Then secondly, I've had 2 years experience in SAP Business One technical support. Can I still as well add that to my years of experience due to the fact that I'm still a newbie in Scrum Mastering?
I really don't get the question, to be
Okay, so
honest.
sorry. Okay, so the thing is, based on these years of experience we're talking about, so because I'm still a newbie in Scrum Mastering, my years of experience is still low, and I'll definitely be applying for Scrum Master. But if I want to add my years of experience in IT in general, is it okay if I use my years of experience using softwares to do my design projects as an architect and as well?
What do you mean if you want to add your years of experience? That's what I want to know. Where are you adding it?
Okay, when maybe in my CV, if I want to add years of experience.
Where?
In my CV as a Scrum Master.
As in what section?
Delivering IT projects.
No, I don't know when you say I want to add years of experience. What section of your CV are you talking about?
Okay, maybe in the general profile summary.
That was said that I've answered that question.
Okay. All right. Then
So
second.
that's the thing. When I do answer questions, some people will come and they want it to be specific to them. I don't like that. Do you get it now? Don't let me answer the same question several times, please.
I apologize. Sorry.
Okay. Olamide.
Thank you so much. I just want to ask, as regards the project to put on the CV for people new to IT, and of course working at Blue Sky Citadel, and we work on just one, and well, Apex Tutor, for instance, and if I have to put on the right project, will it just be the Apex Tutor, or it would be nice to still have some more experience to ask as regards being exposed to more project to add to project part of it?
I would say that you only going to add that particular one because that's what you got experience on, right? Because there's no point adding another project that you don't know, right? So that would be disastrous. Right?
Would that be enough?
I'm not the one that will answer that question. It's going to be repeated, to be honest, right? But of course, you only got a few months experience. Yeah, you let them answer that, I would say.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but some of the people on this platform, I've used the platform for, and they add one project. I think it's I would say it's fine anyway. Stan, I think you've asked a question, Okay, all right, cool. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording. So we'll start